I'm not going to get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense.
The cryptic world of Tupac Shakur's assassination has once again sprung into the limelight. Central to this resurgence is the perplexing decision by Suge Knight, despite being an eyewitness to the tragic event, to withhold his testimony against Dwayne Key Davis in the ongoing Tupac case.
That I don't want to be involved in stuff where it's negative stuff.
Hi, how do you do?
I need to talk to him.
Oh, okay, sorry.
As the news sent shockwaves across the industry, Knight, now incarcerated and serving a 28-year sentence for voluntary manslaughter, spoke candidly over the phone, revealing that contrary to the prevailing narrative, Orlando Anderson, Keith D's nephew, was not the one who pulled the trigger that fateful night.
Surprise, number one, because I didn't think Keith D would never get arrested.
In the midst of these revelations, the former music mogul also insinuated that the demise of Tupac and Biggie might have been advantageous to those wielding significant power in the industry, hinting possible links to Diddy. Knight's words, laced with mystery, were the only one who benefited from the demise of Tupac and Biggie. Is Diddy the backstory to this sensational news is laden with intrigue, suspicions, and unsolved mysteries. The streets of Las Vegas on the night of September 7, 1996, where the bait dropped to one of the most heart-wrenching episodes in the history of hip-hop. Tupac Shakur, along with Suge Knight, were ambushed in a hail of bullets at the intersection of East Flamingo Road and Covo Lane. The assailant vehicle, a white Cadillac, pulled up beside the duo's BMW and opened fire, hitting Tupac 4 times. He would eventually succumb to his injuries 6 days later in a hospital, leaving the world mourning the loss of a prodigious talent at the tender age of 25.
We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith.
Amidst the ensuing chaos and sorrow, one name surfaced repeatedly: Key. This arrest marked the first formal charge in the cold case, yet rumors had it that it wasn't Orlando Anderson, but DeAndre Big Drew Smith, who was the real triggerman, as evidenced by a witness who came forward in the weeks leading up to Key D's arrest. In understanding the intricacies of this labyrinthine tale, Suge Knight's role cannot be understated, being at the heart of it all. Knight has been an indispensable figure in piecing together what transpired on that.
And they're more important to the police on the streets than in here, because they let them know what's going on.
A telling moment during a phone interview with TMZ underscored the weight of his involvement. There were only 2 people in the car. Tupac's "not going to tell the story, I ain't going to tell the story" Knight remarked. The gravity of these words brings forth the profound significance of his refusal to testify, especially given his proximity to the events of the evening. If he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement with anything, who want to see, I wouldn't wish somebody go to prison or my war enemy.
If he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement with anything, who want to see? I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison or my...
However, his cryptic comment about the beneficiary of Tupac and Biggie's demises adds yet another layer of ambiguity to an already convoluted narrative. Biggie Pass is about Puffy getting opportunity to become a rapper, because if Biggie went the left, Puffy would have been a rapper. As the news has taken a riveting turn, Suge Knight, a name synonymous with Tupac Shakur's career, has declared he will not be testifying against Dwayne Keith D. Davis in relation to the iconic rapper's assassination. You will not comply. You will not testify. Do I have that right? I wouldn't go. I went testified. But why? Knight's profound ties to Tupac provide a unique insight into the enigmatic series of events. Their journey began under the banner of Death Row Records, where Tupac rose to stardom, and Knight played the role of the mentor and confidant. Delving further into the intertwined histories, the relationship between Knight and Keith B becomes pivotal, as Knight revealed me and Key played on the same Pop Warner football team. With such an intimate past, it's not surprising that Knight expressed reluctance at the prospect of Davis's arrest, hinting at a bond transcending their shared memories on the football field. However, amid the myriad of claims and counterclaims, one assertion stands out: Knight's vehement reputation of the widely held belief that Keith D's nephew Orlando Anderson was the gunman. It was only 2 people in the car, and Pete not gonna tell the story. I ain't gonna tell the story, but I tell you this, and I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando, because number 1, he wasn't a shooter. Number 2, He came to my hearing and told let me go and tell the truth. This directly clashes with the prevailing narrative. Speaking of challenges, last week witnessed a major development when Las Vegas police arrested Key, making it the first ever arrest in the Tupac assassination investigation that has persisted for 27 years. The charges a sinister cocktail of assassination with the use of a deadly weapon with the intent to promote further or assist a criminal gang. As the news broke, Knight, while incarcerated for a separate crime, expressed his shock and disbelief, stating, "Well, surprise number one, however, when Las Vegas police searched the home of Davis's wife as a part of their investigations, several incriminating items emerged: computers, a cell phone, hard drives, and notably several .40 caliber bullets were seized, although later determined not to match the shell casings from Tupac's assassination scene. It has taken countless hours, really decades of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today. Yet as one shooter is discounted, another emerges from the shadows. Testimonies have begun pointing towards Deandra Big Dress Smith as the actual gunman. According to an anonymous witness, it was Smith sitting in the back seat of the car who unleashed the fatal shots on Tupac, thus drawing a new figure into this intricate puzzle. A glimpse into the past recalls a critical event in the build-up to the tragic shooting on the night of September 7, 1996. An altercation erupted at the MGM Grand. Tupac, alongside his entourage, clashed with Orlando Anderson, an incident believed to have significant repercussion. Henderson, who was a member of the Southside Compton Crips, had allegedly stolen a chain from a Death Row Records affiliate. This skirmish set the stage for the harrowing events that would unfold just hours later when a vehicle pulled alongside Tupac and Suge. Its car, leading to the fateful incident. People were starting to say it's a East Coast West Coast riv because it was people just trying to make money. It was true people trying to make careers. It is people trying to get famous. But as the clock rewinds and the past is re-examined, the cloud of mystery only thickens. And as the lens refocuses, it captures myriad players' motives and accusations, leaving us to wonder as we stand at the prius of the next chapter, which turn this narrative will take next rum. Lings in the music industry have placed P. Diddy, also known as Shay Diddy Combs, under an intense spotlight of speculation and innuendos. The insinuation started with Eminem's diss track Killshot, where he lyrically prodded but kills the day you put out a hits. The day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac assassinated. Eminem later covered his tracks by concluding the song with, "And I'm just playing Diddy. You know I love you," but regardless of the intention behind the lyrics, the wave of goth it set in motion was undeniable. So Puffy benefit more by Biggie not being here. Big you being here, further fanning the flames of suspicion, was Keith D., an associate of the Southside Compton Crips, who openly shared his unfavorable view on Diddy. Key Day reminisce, "I met him back in '91, Usher danced all on the hood and window door. Puffy reimbursed me with that. However, the initial camaraderie faded when he mentioned if I wouldn't have ever met him, I wouldn't have ever been involved in this stuff. Did he, the only one still balling, he made our stuff go D Mountain Man. He won't even look out or nothing." While the storm of rumors continues to swirl, Diddy has made several significant philanthropic gestures, perhaps in an attempt to shift the narrative or genuinely committed to the cause, comes announced through the Sean Combs Foundation, a donation of $1 million each to Jackson State University, and the Black-founded financial literacy platform Earn Your Leisure. Speaking about the contribution to Jackson State, Combs remarked, "This contribution isn't just about making a financial donation. It's about giving back to a part of our culture that has changed countless lives, but many do not believe in Diddy's sincerity, considering it a mere per move for his image. You don't think it's genuine, you think Puffy is just doing it for his in." With the myriad players and countless implications surrounding the tragic 1996 event, this narrative continues to unravel as we delve deeper into this mystery. What's particularly riveting is the public's response to the latest revelation: Suge Knight's refusal to testify against Dwayne "Key D" Davis. While many might argue that this is another turning point in the investigation, others are left baffled by this decision, especially since Knight was a first-hand witness to the events of that fateful night. To summarize, you are saying Orlando was not the shooter. Although you won't say who the shooter was, dive deep into the rap community's reactions, and you'll encounter to a range of emotions. The responses from fans have been a range of disbelief, understanding, and speculation. One fan pointed out Keith D wrote a book, conducted numerous interviews about the shooting. So why would Ski testify when Kia D admitted to the shooting? This raises pertinent questions about the need for Knight's testimony, especially when Key D himself seemed forthcoming in multiple public appearances. The same commentator further delved into the timing of events, remarking, also, I'm questioning the timing of the arrest. Key D should have been arrested after his first interview with Vlad. While it remains speculative, this query is one echoed by many fans questioning the very nature of the investigation's progression. However, others believe that patience played a significant role in this strategy, positing that authorities may have been waiting for more information. Another commentator highlighted they already waited this long, probably wanted to see what else this idiot would say, and true to form, he gave multiple interviews afterwards. It's clear that for some, Key D's repetitive admissions were proof enough of the incident's dynamic, yet for others, Knight's decision to remain silent could be a strategic move, as being an inmate testifying against another can have it repercussions. One person opined, not surprised he's an inmate. It doesn't bode well for him to testify while serving time in prison. Pretty sure Key D already testified against himself every chance gotten in the last decade. Beyond these immediate reactions, it's worth examining the broader picture that has kept this case alive in the collective consciousness for years. Tupac's assassination wasn't just an isolated incident. It's interwoven with a much larger conflict that engulfs the entire hip-hop industry. This saga has persisted for decades, fueled by unresolved mysteries, contested theories, and deep-seated rivalries. With Knight's recent claim, it casts further doubts on the widely accepted belief regarding Orlando Anderson's role as the shooter. This, coupled with Knight's insinuation about the top beneficiaries of Tupac and Biggie's demise, particularly his apparent allusion to Diddy, suggests there are many more layers yet to be uncovered. Navigating the labyrinth of Tupac assassination, soon Knight's refusal to testify adds yet another enigma. His insinuation hinting at industry titans like Diddy reaping the benefits of Tupac and Biggie's demise leaves us pondering the future of this investigation. With each revelation, will the music industry and fans inch closer to clarity as we await the unfolding chapters? Our collective hope remains firm that truth will illuminate this profound mystery. Thank you for joining this exploration. The search for answers continues.